Pros, I guess he looks cool and does funny backflip, lol. He has a funny Michael Jackson dance, and yeah, that's it. Well, okay, I mean, he has the fastest one-shot potential of all, obviously. Since you guys know my Talon, and I usually one-shot enemy AD carries in 1 nanosecond. But I would still say with caaaner, but caaaner is sadly, overall, worse. Crazy roam potential and map pressure. If you know what you're doing. If you don't just give up 50 ways for a random roam. If you actually use your roam timing perfectly. If you have map awareness and know where your jungle is. It is one of the most oppressive champions to play in that scenario, okay? That is true. He's fun to play and gives dopamine. You can't tell me. Talon is not fun to play. And he doesn't give you dopamine if you see enemy AD carry bleed out 5000 damage. That is clearly fun, okay? That's the reason why I play him also. He is strong early in low elo, okay? I guess that's true. Especially because people in low elo usually just walk into your W and then you just get a free like 500 damage combo off. So I would say that's true. And sadly, I would say that is it. In comparison to Naafiri right now, in my opinion, Talon is just not it. And the only reason why I'm making it work is because of my specific build path and rune setup that I'm going and that I invented. Okay guys? Which you will see in a bit. First, let's talk about the cons. Strong early, but only if enemy is bad. Which means Diamond Plus, enemy won't just walk into your W2, okay? You won't just get 500 damage off enemy. Can't punish. Can't play early game. No mobility. Second, crazy bad matchups. The main problem with Talon is he doesn't have a jump like Naafiri. The only reason why Naafiri is so safe in lane is because she literally has a jump and a jump wherever she wants to. Talon doesn't have that. Talon has a Q, which goes on enemy, which you don't want. Talon has a E, okay, I agree. But where are you supposed to jump? When, for example, the Ahri and the Belreth gank you, both dash you with 5 dashes. Where are you supposed to jump? Where are you supposed to go in time to evade that gank? Question mark. So ironically, every single meta champ right now is good versus Talon. I don't know one singular champ that doesn't beat Talon, especially in laning phase, if you aren't a professional, okay? If you're like medium, if you just have fun playing Talon, you are not going to win any matchup if you play in high elo. If you still play low elo, doesn't matter, you could still play Talon and probably dominate most laning phase. So there's no problem here. I'm just talking strictly about high elo. He was strong against melees, which is sadly not true anymore, because the only melees that are still being played right now is Yone, Sylas and Akali, and all of these champions just beat him in base stat wise potential. Okay? Like I said in a Naafiri, Yone has a W that is literally a free shield bow on 5-second cooldown. So even if you get a full combo on Yone, he's just gonna W you and then win trade. In the long run especially. Sylas, obviously if Sylas E's you and like W's you, you should still out damage him. But in the long run, if the Sylas is actually good and is above master, I would still consider Sylas an overall better champion, especially because of his ultimate, okay? And Akali, we all know Akali, that champ is so disgusting laning phase, especially because of the high health regeneration. So no matter how much better you are against Akali, if she just has one singular IQ point, she will just out-regen you and out-sustain you, just by her base health regeneration stat, okay? He is a pretty mechanical heavy champ. Some of you guys think Talon is easy to play. That just means that you have never actually played Talon, because Talon is one of the, I would say, highest skill cap champions, especially in high elo, especially with your passive, especially with how you use your spells in the right order. Especially with getting on an AD carry that is 99% Saya Kaiser. Try to kill a Kaiser Saya in high elo when you play Talon and they have at least one singular finger. Saya just needs to press R button and probably out damage you the moment afterwards. Kaiser just needs to E and go stealth and you automatically can't combo. True story. Obviously in your fucking gold game when you play against a fucking Varus that has not even his monitor turned on, you can obviously one-shot him, okay? I'm just simply talking about high elo. Even macro-wise, this champ is pretty hard to play right now. Since Riot, they nerfed Snowball, they nerfed Midlane, they nerfed roaming, they buffed mages, they buffed HP and armor on legit everything. on items on Doran's ring. They nerf runes, which makes laning phase even more unpunishable. And they nerfed Duskblade, which was actually only the OP part about Talon back then, or at least some months ago. Next, the E is bugged. Even better. He doesn't jump where you aim your mouse 1 out of 10 times. I mean, it sounds kinda low, but trust me, if you play a game, you will at least encounter 3 Talon E bugs. Where he jumps randomly somewhere where you don't intend him to jump on. Doesn't matter where your mouse is. It doesn't matter, okay? This is pretty fucking annoying, and sometimes it can even ruin you a kill, which is insane disgusting, especially now where you're like really dependent on getting a lead and a kill. Next, most meta champs have true vision. So not even your ult invis is that useful anymore. Akali E reveals you. Lee Sin E reveals you. Fucking Kaiser W. Why does Kaiser W reveal you? Why is that a thing? Bad late compared to Naafiri. Talon has a bad late. He has a decent late game with my build because there is ammo penetration involved, okay? You can only truly scale as an assassin nowadays if you go ammo penetration. And if you believe it or not, Talon mobility in lane especially is low compared to Naafiri. Like I talked about, Talon doesn't really have any jump he can actually use to escape except his E, which is limited to being near a wall and which you aren't really anymore in laning phase. So if you get ganked by an Ari Belref, good luck jumping a wall before you get dashed 10 times into jumped into knocked up. So in my opinion, if you are Talon OTP and you still like the champ, then sure, go ahead and play him. But in my opinion right now, Talon is pretty hard and struggling pretty hard, like fun factor wise especially. But it doesn't matter if you're low elo and if you just want to have fun, go ahead. So guys, runes. There is only really one good rune right now. Electrocute, Sudden Impact, Eyeball Collection, Ingenious Hunter, okay? Spicy, I know, it's spicy. Magical Footwear, Minion Dematerializer. That is the rune that is the only really true, consistent and good thing for Talon. You can, if you want to have fun and run fast and be like Sonic. Phase Rush is actually decent. I would not consider it strong, I would consider it decent, okay? This should be the rune page if you want to go Phase Rush. You can maybe like outplay an Orianna sometimes, run out of her ultimate if you want to be really funky, but in the long run, you will lack damage. You need the damage to be good on Talon. First strike, I would not consider going this anymore. Especially because you need to pressure, okay? It's not like before where Talon just outscales everything. How you're supposed to play Talon now is Electro, Pressure, Fist, in early mid game especially. So, matchups. Same as Naafiri, but I would even consider this way harder than Naafiri. Why? No mobility. You cannot dodge skill shots like on Naafiri. If an Ahri Charm flies towards you, Naafiri can E. If an Ahri Charm flies towards Talon, what does he do? What does he do? Michael Jackson dance or what? Does he do a Michael Jackson dance to dodge it? No, he doesn't. You just get hit. How you play this champion is, I will show you afterwards why this champion still works. With my setup, you will see, okay? So, hardest matchups. Syndra, Orianna as per usual. Asia insanely hard if it's above Diamond Plus, okay? If the Asia actually has a hands. LeBlanc still disgusting as fuck. But, that's the funny part. Syndra and Orianna are this broken that I would actually consider LeBlanc easier to face than Syndra Orianna. That's how broken Syndra Orianna is, okay? Let that sink in. Let that sink in. Season 13. Bastard freak season. Fire freak already fucking bastard. In game, of course, bro. In game. Yon. Before Talon beat Yon. What happened? Riot gave Yon a free shield bow on his W with 5-second cooldown. Why? I don't know. They just felt like it, I guess. Now you don't even win Yon anymore, so that's unlucky. Yasuo not playable also. Yasuo just one wall, same as Naafiri. So basically, what do we have? No winning matchups once again. What do you win against? I don't know. Kassadin. I guess you win against Kassadin. Nice. What else we have? Do you win against Akali? If you go my build, maybe. Is it still a hard matchup? Yes. You win against Katarina. I would consider actually winning against Katarina. Yeah. I think Katarina is one of the only champs you actually win against still. Because Katarina is just even worse. So basically no winning matchups anymore. But like I said, we don't really play for lane anymore. Always adapt to whatever happens. We need to adapt, we need to overcome. And I will show you how to overcome with these items. Okay guys, let's get to the trick that makes this champion work. Number 1, Doran's Blade start. Look at the base health. Are you looking at Talon's base magic resist? That's the only reason this champion can survive lane, if you know what you're doing. These 2 stats make this champ viable. No other stats. So no matter what, start Doran's Blade. Of course, you can still, if you're low elo, start Longsword Pot. It's still decent. If you are low elo, and if you don't play against a champion that outscales you and outpokes you in lane, okay? Basically 90% of the champs in lane face right now in Season 13. Where do we go next? Same as always. Dirk Rush into Prepare Eclipse. We play Eclipse now on every single assassin that is viable. Why? Because all other items are just dog shit. Lethality is dog shit. It's fucking trash, Riot. That's why we need Eclipse. Because why? Their shield, their max health physical damage, their movement speed, and their armor penetration. Because armor penetration is way better in every aspect in Season 13 than lethality is. We have a decent shield to trade. We have movement speed after the Q out attack, which is pretty good on Talon. So it's actually a pretty good item for Talon overall. And the armor penetration, which gives us some scaling at least in late game. What do we do after Eclipse? Prowler's Claw. I know, you are shocked. You are shocked right now. Why Prowler? Yamato, why Prowler? I don't get it. I'm an assassin. Why no Dustblade Exhum? For maximum damage, funny cool reduction, funny speed. I will tell you, little Timmy in gold. I will tell you right now. Ingenious Hunter. Gain 20 item haste. That means what happens? We have 5-second cooldown on Eclipse, 5-second cooldown on Prowler. Ingenious Hunter will put it back towards like, I don't know, 3 seconds. I didn't really make the math, but it actually is worth. Which means every single Q we do, especially range Q out attack, what happens? Prowler procs, Eclipse procs, Eclipse shield procs. We kite to another Q, it's up again. Do you understand the logic behind this? And that's the only reason why Talon even works in the long run. You have a shield, you can kite, you have a slow on an auto attack, you instantly proc your Eclipse shield, you out maneuver and out walk, out orb walk enemies. Only reason you win in most matchups after Eclipse is because of your Q out attack Eclipse shield repositioning. That's the reason. That's the secret to playing Talon nowadays, guys, if you believe it or not. Only reason why I make this champ work in Challenger is because I do this. Next item. In most games, 99% Crutch. Crutch is just too valuable on Talon. You W, they slow, you get free Q off, you Q them, you Prowler, Eclipse, they are fucking slowed as hell. You get the passive bleed off, and you get speed from Eclipse, and you walk around them, and then you just play around the cooldowns. If you have these 3 items, you will still one-shot an AD carry, by the way. If you play correctly, if you still 9 CS a minute at least, and if you're not behind as fuck. Fourth, yes, you guessed it right, Black Cleaver. Why? Because lethality is a useless stat in Season 13. Welcome to Freak Season. We outscale enemy by going armor penetration nowadays and health. We don't outscale them by actually dealing damage. No, you guessed it wrong. We outscale them by going bruiser items into playing around our cooldowns, because that's what Riot wants assassins to be nowadays. And why do I have Minion Demetalizer? If you watch my other guides, you know that Talon one-shots caster minions, which is important. On level 7, if you put all 3, sometimes even 2, but I would suggest putting 3, on caster, Dirk, Longsword. If you have these items, you can be sure you will one-shot minions if you didn't miss out on XP. The casters. And that's the important part about Talon. You need the prio on the minions with the W one-shot on the casters. If you don't have that, you will not have enough tempo to actually make Talon work in early and mid game. That's why every Talon goes Minion Demetalizer, especially in high elo. Go back to what we built. What boost do we go? Same as Naafiri. Cool reduction, ability haste is too valuable. So after Eclipse, if you're not snowballed, after Eclipse, you finish Ionian Boots. If you're snowballed, you sit on magical footwear and rush Prowler first. Last item can vary, same as Naafiri. I would actually consider Exima pretty useful here. If you are really 1v9 mission, I would still suggest Guardian Angel, it's just too valuable. If you're really funky and you feel like you just are too funky, you can go Spear of Soldier. Sometimes there's an Edge of Night game where, like, for example, Ash Arrow is the only thing that keeps you out of the game. You can go Edge of Night, okay? So this should be the build for Talon, usually. Pretty similar to Naafiri, except the Prowler, because I feel like Talon in this meta needs this Prowler. Naafiri is too valuable with Hydra, that's why we go Hydra. Talon is too valuable with Prowler, that's why we go Prowler. Okay? There's no other builds. This is the build, guys. 101%. Don't go Hydra, it's bait as fuck. Don't go Dust Bait, it's absolute dog shit after 20 minutes. This is the build if you want to be consistent and climb. Now let's get into the VOD and I will tell you about how to play Talon. Okay guys, let's get into the game. What do we have here? Talon versus Katarina. One of the only matchups Talon actually wins. So the only thing that I would consider here that is winning is obviously Kaiser RATIRL. What I do here against a good matchup, I dominate and play aggressive. Because why would I not, right? Main thing about Talon also is I'm taking Ignite. Why? Why do you think I'm taking Ignite? Because Talon has crazy E backflip over wall. So as long as you know how to back correctly, which I will show you in this game, you should not really need to take TP on Talon. Me missing the minion here is just simply ego, because I tried to Q start into Katarina and then I miss out on my minion, but it's fine. Instantly punish Katarina for walking up, because I'm Q start, which you shouldn't do obviously. Usually you just W start and farm. But here you can play aggressive and just Q start. As the last hitting is not the best. But what I do here is push in the wave, because what I see, Jarvan is getting invaded by the Niale. What I do instantly, apply pressure. What happens? Niale is egoing. The classic Niale player invades without prio. What happens? He dies. Why can this happen? Because I prioritize and pressure the Katarina on the first 3 levels. Why did I get the kill here? I Q, out-tech, ignite, electro procs. First blood in Big Daddy pocket. I already know this game is won. What I do here is, okay, I see Klett here. My wave is kinda okay, because Katarina is somehow not pushing this in, which is a mistake by her. If she really wanted to make this even, she should just push this wave in, so I lose the cannon wave. But she didn't, because she thought I'm gonna come back to lane here, which I didn't, because Klett is somehow trying to 1v2. Why Talon is so strong? Because of the early pressure you can apply, especially if you play against a weak matchup, and his E, and his early damage. Get 2 kills, get all the minions, probably have Dirk back, minute 3, GG. Do I have a Dirk? Yep, Dirk. And remember, Dirk's spike on Talon is way more broken than Naafiri, because Talon actually has early damage if he gets that lead he needs, which I got this game, okay? Why did I back there especially? Because the upcoming wave is a cannon wave. That means I will have enough time to base, walk back to lane with my E, and I will be in the perfect time to pick up every single minion. That's why Talon doesn't need TP. My Senna is a PDF and dies. I'm on my way. Ignore the Katarina here, because Niale is obviously into. Q out attack, wait what she does, W afterwards, electric procs, I get the kill, Big Daddy worth. Respect that Rel is here, don't just go into the Katarina brainlessly and walk away. I'm not even waiting out another longsword because of the... I mean, the wave set is not good, but it's also not that bad, but still, I prioritize the tempo and the wave over the longsword wait. If I miss out on one singular wave of XP, I will already be behind. What I do here? Don't try to make any random plays. Be patient and wait for the best moment to strike. I have him on his ballsack right now. I'm an assassin with item advantage and he plays a shit champ. I can do whatever I want right now. And that's why I'm not risking shit. I don't make random plays. What happened here, guys? Katarina disrespected me, went towards Half-Life, used both of her daggers, Gets hit by my W. Doesn't respect my flash. Ignite. Q. Goodbye. And Professional is even more fat. And he's ready to carry this game. 4 vs 5. So enemy realizes Tristana's AFK. What happens? I automatically need to 1v3 mid lane. Because my Tristana's DC and my Rumble is PDF. What happens? Big Daddy outplays it with his crazy sexy movement. Do I even back off? I don't even back off. I find an opportunity to half like Nidalee. Jump out. Katarina greets because he's greedy. Get back my Eclipse! Kill Katarina and get out! In a 1v3. And I turned a 1v3 into a 2 for nothing. Because professional movement. Why? Because Eclipse made me do it. If I didn't have Eclipse there, I would not do this. Respecting that they are outnumbering us, so I'm not gonna just walk into Shadow. Because the only way I can possibly lose this game is because if I die with the shutdown, obviously. Oh! My bastard Tristana decided to finally come back after 5 minutes of being AFK and down 50 CS. Yippee! Yippee! My Rumble keeps inting and losing 1v1 and he's down 30 CS already after getting camped. What does the Professional do? Sees a kill on top lane and takes it. Wait that Rumble did dismount. Wait on my W. Get another 300 gold in my asshole. Perfect. Get the plating here also. Watch this one. Do you see the patience? I wait for her to do her stuff before I go. Auto attack her meanwhile to keep up my passive on her. Then I see the right moment to go in to proc everything. Another auto attack W. Walk away so I don't get tower killed. I know this is warded somehow. I take the vision. What I don't know though is if someone is bot. So I respect it. Look, I walk away. Because I know they saw me here. In case Nidalee and Rel is here. Because I both didn't see them. Because the only way I lose this is if I die, okay? Respect them. Even if you're 7-0, especially then. She doesn't know I'm here. She greets for the wave. I wait patiently till she actually goes on the wave. Walk away! I walk away, so it's a range Q instead of a melee Q. So I actually get to her. Instantly move, use my pressure I just applied on side lane to get the turret on mid lane. Kled disrespects, walks up, IQ out attack. Prowler, W. That. What I do now here is, well, I can't stop the mid lane pushing. I'll just try to kill a Katrina again. Q auto attack. QWR auto attack, that's goodbye. Another shot on my asshole. Do you see what I'm doing? Do you see what I'm doing? Do you see what I'm doing? Kiting, playing around my crutch slow, playing around my Eclipse shield, playing around my Prowler slow, eating away when I have them all on cooldown, waiting for my cooldown, going in again when I have my cooldown, and that's how fist. Understand? Well, anyways guys, I think that was it. I hope you learned some stuff. Make sure to check out my Twitch TV stream if you want to learn even more and want to have a good time watching a stream. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe and comment. Say hi Yamato if you watch till here. Anyways, thanks for watching. Goodbye.